It either goes woo or ah! So the chain isn't fixed, but a new chain and sprocket kit has been ordered because my chain and sprockets are completely fucked. That dog does not like me. But yeah, chain and sprockets are completely fucked, so I've just had to spend 150 quid ordering a new chain and sprockets. Fucking ouch. And I've figured something out. In the process of trying to change the time on my dash, because fuck me, it's been wrong for God knows how long, I have learned how to change my speedo from miles to kilometres, how to turn my ABS on and off, and how to adjust my red line. Something I've always said about this bike is it hits the red line too quickly. It seems like the red line should be around like 11.5, 12,000 RPM, not 10 and a bit. So I've now adjusted it to about 11,500 RPM. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Little wave. This bike is surprisingly complicated for what it is. Don't shoot off the line like I'm not going to get in front of you. We both know I'll get in front of you. Probably shouldn't be accelerating that quickly. Bear in mind, I've just been told I need a new chain and sprockets because mine are fucked. Not just, oh, you need a new chain and sprockets, it's you need a new chain and sprockets like yesterday. Well, actually like 2 months ago. And yes, what you're hearing is not the same volume as you were hearing. The baffle is back in, and I think unfortunately it runs better with the baffle in. It doesn't sound as good, the pops aren't as loud, they're not bangs, they are now just little as opposed to the bang every now and then. But the reason the baffle's back in is because, well, because I work nights. Warming the bike up on my driveway without the baffle in, I'm surprised no one's complained or called the police or anything. And like I've said before, riding through Letchworth, I've set the same car alarm off like every night that I've gone past it. And oh my god, are you seriously going in that parking space? Go, fuck off, go, thank you, dumbass. So yes, the baffle is back in, mate, just because of work. That and these people. Because again, I'm surprised I hadn't been pulled over from how fucking loud and obnoxious this fucking bike was. I mean, now it's still loud. It's not like the baffle's made it really quiet, just turn the volume down a little. From 10 down to about 8. Well, actually, from like 20 down to about 8. On a scale of 1 to 10, from 20 down to 8. But yeah, I think it actually accelerates better with the baffle in because it's got more back pressure. I think it's also using a bit less petrol. And it warms up a lot quicker as well, again because of back pressure and the heat and all that good stuff. The main downside to having the baffle back in though is I don't like the sound. I mean, yes, it's loud, but it's not loud and nice. Now it is just loud. I mean, as I'm slowing down using the engine braking, it sounds alright. It's got a bit of bass to it, it's a bit thumpy. But as I accelerate, it gets tinny. Very, very tinny, and I don't like that. It makes it sound like it's got something wrong with it. But it's lowering my risk of getting pulled over, and my neighbour's complaining. and my risk of damaging the bike because I'm not letting it warm up enough before I start riding. Alright, buddy. Well, fuck you then. I think I've also, in fact I have also fixed the issue where every time I went around a right hand turn it nearly had me off. If you remember a while ago, I took the rear wheel off to give it a proper clean the brake disc, the sprocket, the whole thing. And it turns out when I put the wheel back on, I put it on at an angle. I mentioned this in the last video, it was on the piss that way. Not obviously that much, that would fucking kill me. But it was, it's going to sound nothing, but it was a few millimetres out. But when you're talking about wheel alignment, a few millimetres is fucking loads. So, got home from work, put it up on the paddock stand, which took a fucking lot of effort because my paddock stand's dodgy. And there is no flat bit on my driveway. Every single pavement slab's like here or here. So, that took a lot of effort. I nearly dropped it twice. But yeah, got it up on the paddock stand, sorted the wheel alignment out, lubed up my chain and thought, you know what, fuck it, while I'm lubing up my chain, I'll see what's wrong with it, why it's so fucking tight randomly. And the split link has come off. You know, the thing that holds your chain together is missing. Again. It came off a while ago and we put a new one on, and now it's fucked off again. And where the split link should be, it's stretched a bit more than any other link. So as that particular part of the chain is going onto the sprocket, it catches the tooth and it doesn't quite slot in properly, so it's damaging my sprockets, like taking tiny little bits out of the teeth every time it goes round. And it's also, because it's not sitting properly, it's making a really tight spot because the chain is sitting higher on that bit than anywhere else. So it's making the chain from this much movement down to about this much, and it's fucking annoying because my chain is too loose. It's at risk of coming off the sprocket. But at that particular point, twice in one rotation, it is at risk of snapping in half. I can't win. I want the middle ground. I want it nice, not too loose, not too tight. I mean, come on, how hard is that? Damn it! Oh, thank fuck I'm recording. I actually don't remember clicking record. That's right, learn to drive, boy. No, don't learn to drive. Learn to ride. Live to ride. Ride to live. Oh, that definitely feels a lot better. Definitely accelerates better with that baffle, which is oh so annoying. Because it accelerates better but sounds worse. I mean, come on. I just want a bike that's loud, sounds nice, accelerates well. The chain isn't going to either come off or split. Thank you. Moved out of my way, lovely person. Also, this bike needs a fucking wash badly. It is minging. Absolutely fucking disgusting how dirty it is. That, and as the weather gets worse, they're going to start gritting the roads, which means there's going to be salt everywhere. Although, if they do what they did last year, or last winter, I think it was earlier, like January this year, but if they do that again, they'll grit the roads every single day, except the day it snows, where there's just ice all over the road and no grip, which is always fun. I mean, how fun is that? You go down the road, I've got no grip. You end up skating, you have both feet on the ground. You just go along like this the whole time at like 20 miles an hour at the most. And every time you touch the throttle, your back goes, whoa! And every time you touch the brake, you end up nearly coming off because it just goes, ah! Now that is how you describe stuff for motorbikes, isn't it? It either goes, whoa, or ah! I'm a professional. Ka-ching! Now turning left doesn't feel quite right. Oh, I know what it was. because of the angle of the wheel, a left turn felt easier and a right turn nearly had me off, whereas now I've lined it back up, the left turn feels a little more difficult, like it doesn't want to lean that easily, but it also means the right hand feels easier and less murdery, less like death, which is always good. By the way, the reason I randomly started the video off with it turns out that the chain isn't being fixed is because about an hour or two ago I put up a status on my Ali G Facebook just saying, oh, I figured out why the chain's fucked and I'm going to go get it fixed now. And I kind of forgot that not everyone sees that, so I kind of just started the video off like you will have read that status, which I now realise at most 13 of you will have read it. So, sorry. But now you've got context. Also, there is a link to my Facebook, Instagram and Twitter down in the description. It's always there. If you want to find out a bit more about me, stay a bit more up to date with everything, then go check them out. See, it sounds tinny, I don't like it. Probably sounds even more tinny through the microphone on this camera because the microphone does not do bass. It does lots of treble, no bass. And I'm all about that bass, But the mic doesn't like that bass, And my exhaust doesn't like that bass, So fuck it, I'll just get a new microphone. I'll get one of the massive fucking like studio microphones inside the helmet, because that'll go well. Oh, I do need to get like a separate audio recorder, put it in my bag so I can actually pick up the exhaust note better. You know what? I don't normally like Porsches, but I like that. Although it is too cold to have your fucking roof down, buddy. I mean, I'm freezing my tits off right now and I've got like 5 layers on. You're probably wearing a t-shirt. You're bald, so your head's not very warm. And yep, you're a middle-aged man who's just bought a sports car. You're having a midlife crisis. So anyway, I'm not going to be using the bike much for the next like week or two, just because I really don't want this chain to snap on me. I've had that happen before and it's terrifying. And that only happened as I was going up to 60. Whereas now it could happen when I'm going up to 100. Although I would never do... Oh, that is a very dead fox. But yeah, you'll never see me doing more than 70 mile an hour because that's the national speed limit. I've never done more than 70. I definitely don't know the top speed of this bike. It's 112 on the dash, which is actually wrong. So I worked out, because I've changed the tyres, the tyre walls are bigger, so each rotation of the wheel is slower, which means the dash is actually reading less than my actual speed. So I am actually doing a little bit more than that. No, I'm not. I'm never doing that. If I was stupid enough to go that sort of speed on public roads, then that is what would be happening. I would be going faster than 112 mile an hour. But of course, that will never happen because I don't go over 70. And what is it? That is a 718. I do like it. Which is weird, I don't like Porsches, but that looks nice. Yeah, that definitely feels a bit better. Oh, that one hurt. That one actually hurt. This used to be a pub. That's not a pub anymore, that's a fucking hairdresser's. If I get my hair cut there, I want a beer, goddammit. Oh, my bollocks hit the fuel tank. Anyway guys, I wasn't planning to do a video at all today, and this is completely off the top of my head, so I don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm also unbelievably tired, but I've had a lot of coffee and energy drinks, so I'm fucking hyper if you hadn't already noticed. That's why I'm a bit... But anyway, I'll end it here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time. Hurry the fuck up, you bastard. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, don't slow down, come on, come on, come on, come on, Come on. Come on. Doesn't sound as nice. Come on. 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 Goodbye.